Hey folks, so a bit of a mystery parcel today. I've had a couple of parcels arrive for stock for the site. I knew what they were. This one, however, wasn't addressed to uh, my name. This is actually addressed to Mr. Beard, as I will show you, and without revealing my address, because everyone loves to send me stuff. There we go, Mr. Beard, right there. So Shannon opened this for me because with it being addressed to Mr. Beard, sometimes it's addressed to the bearded one, sometimes it's addressed to Bearded Collectibles. I tend to know that it's come from a friend, online friend, whether that be someone from the group or what have you. And usually they require me to go live to open them or at least film them. Now, I decided against going live simply because I'm quite unwell, the children are unwell. I've managed to get that from them, but they may need me at any moment in time, so I can at least stop the filming and go and see to them if necessary. So Shannon, like I say, Shannon has looked in this to see whether I should open it on a live or not. She said her actual words were, "Would you like me to open it just in case something jumps out and kills you?" She doesn't want me killed, so she thought she'd check it for me, make sure it's safe. But ultimately, she doesn't tend to get parcels anymore. She doesn't actually collect Funko Pops. She does have a few, but she sold up most of her collection. And she doesn't get mail. I often get mail. A lot of my group members are more than kind, and they send me some pops, various different things. I've had many different things over the past couple of years that I've been running my group, some of which I have actually posted, you may have seen, being a couple of Shaun of the Dead pops. I've had this one here, this signed Shaun of the Dead, Zombie Ed. Also had signed Dexter's Laboratory print. I've had my Top Cat Chase back there. I've had various different things. There's that Lazy Luke, I believe that was a freebie from a good friend of mine as well. Various different things I get gifted from my wonderful group members. I can't thank them enough. They're all wonderful, they're all amazing people anyway. And to send me gifts is not necessary, that's why I hid my address, but it is more than appreciated. And Shannon said there's more than a few things in here. Now I do know one of the things in here because she did figure out who it was from, and there is an empty box in here. It's a replacement box for a pop that I already have. However, I won't be revealing that if I can help it, because I don't want to give anything away for other reasons I'll not get into, just in case somebody sees this video. We don't want to give anything away. So without further ado, we will crack this open. As I say, I've not seen anything in here, so it's a complete mystery to me. Beyond thankful to my friend Adam Bunting for sending me this. Absolute legend. Now let's get into it. Oh, I already see something. Hey, this this hoodie is very fitting. My Garfield top. I have just spotted a little out-of-box fella right here. This is Odie from Garfield, and that is absolutely amazing. Look how cool he is. He is really, really cool. And he's got quite a bit of weight to him as well, I assume, because it obviously is, and his head's solid. Some heads aren't as heavy as that, as solid as that. That is really cool, and he'll go lovely with my little Garfield down there on my mum's memorial shelf. So that is epic, mate. That is absolutely awesome, because I was actually looking for an Odie to go with Garfield for my mum's shelf. My mum was a huge fan of Garfield, as was I growing up, and I managed to get the out-of-box Garfield recently, and he's probably seen that video, and I know he's managed to get a load of out-of-box pops recently. Whether this came with that lot or not, I don't know, but Can't thank you enough, dude. That is awesome. I absolutely love that, and I will place that on my shelf now. And you'll get to see the back of my hoodie too. His head is quite heavy, so he doesn't actually want to stand. I'm gonna try and get that right. There we go. We do have it. He is over there, as you can make out. His ear is actually resting on Garfield to hold him up. What I did notice when I flipped him upside down, he has a hole in the foot, so he's supposed to have a stand. So I'll have to see if I've got a stand for that. It's quite a large hole compared to normal stands on Funko Pops, so I have to find the right one. But he works quite well there. If not, I'll blue tack him down. He is awesome, and he'll never be going anywhere. That's my mum's memorial shelf. For those of you who don't know, my mum passed away last January due to COVID, and she's sorely missed by myself, all my siblings and my children. Well, sorry, Stanley didn't know my mum, sadly. Layla misses her dearly, obviously, and as does Shannon. And my mum was one of those people that would help anyone. I sort of adopted that trait from my mum. She would help anyone and anyone, no matter who they were, what background they come from. It doesn't matter. It's one of them things. You just help those that are in need. And I've, like I say, I've adopted that trait. And I help a lot of my group members when they need somebody to talk to. I'm in here for people to, you know, just to tear off, if you like. I'm a firm believer in being there for friends, my family, whoever it may be. But I'm also a strong believer in that men do cry, and it's okay, you know. Boys get sad too. I have a t-shirt, you may have seen it, it says boys get sad too on the front and on the back. And there's such a stigma behind men getting sad and sucking it up, you're a man, on all this crap, and it's not true. We all get sad. I've been there, I've done it. I've been down that dark road of depression, and I shut myself away, and I actually saw 2 therapists as one wasn't enough. So I have no shame in it. I don't think anybody should have any shame in asking for help. I don't think anybody, any man, woman, whoever, should have any shame in speaking up and asking for help. And I don't think men should suck it up and get on with it. You are who you are. We're only human at the end of the day. Anyway, enough ranting. Let's crack on with the rest of this video. I do like to get a bit personal, heartfelt, but hey, it's got to be done sometimes. Some people need told. Alright, so the first box that I've just opened the lid of, and I've just seen what's inside it, and this is so cool. This will go very well in my collection, and I am stoked to have that. And that is Elmer Fudd, and he's in his opera get-up. And if you've not seen that episode of Looney Tunes, him and Bugs, I think, battling it out in the opera, trying to outdo one another. If memory serves me right, it's been years since I've seen it, but that is an awesome episode, and this is an absolutely fantastic pop. I'm stoked to have that and add that to the collection. As you can see, my Looney Tunes collection is quite vast there, but there are so many Looney Tunes pops, there are so many I am missing, and this is a wonderful addition to that collection. I'm stoked to have that. Thank you, Adam. Now let's have a look. There are 2 more boxes in here, and I do believe these are my boxes. So if you didn't know, I don't use your typical sorters. They're impossible to get a hold of, but I do have measurements for these sorter size boxes, and I order these all the time, and I double box all my pops, as most of you would have seen. I do believe these are reused from me, and I appreciate that. I love when people reuse their packaging, save a planet and all that for the next generation. I'm all for it, so that's awesome to see. Now then, we have, this one is upside down. Hang on, I'll just check that one. Okay, that's the empty box, and I don't want to reveal anything with that. It's just a replacement box to a pop that I already own, and could do with a better box, as it has Part of the pop, I'll not give too much away, but part of the pop has protruded the window and broken the window, so there's a hole in the window, and there's also a hole in the back of the box, so that will be more than ideal to replace a pop that I already have. And this one here, as you can see, I can't see what's inside. Some packaging in there, it's wrapped up, hang on. Oh, that's sick. Oh, I've just got a glimpse as to what it is on the side here. Now then, again, another pop I need for my collection, and I really appreciate that these have been sent to me, obviously, but I appreciate that they're for my collection. They're so cool when I can add pops to my collection, because it's not very often that I do. All my money goes back into the business, into the family where possible, and yeah, I very rarely buy pops for myself, hence why I'm starting a little challenge series soon. This video will probably go up before the challenge series, however, you will see that, and you'll see how I'm going to get some pops in my own collection throughout a challenge series. Anyway, without further ado, here we have Witch Doctor. That is epic. I absolutely love Scooby-Doo, always have done ever since I was a kid. I'm now getting the children into it. Stan and Layla thoroughly enjoyed a Scooby-Doo DVD that we watched recently, and we've been gifted another one from a good friend of mine, and this will go perfect in my Scooby-Doo collection, ever-growing Scooby-Doo collection. But there aren't many of these white box ones that I have. I have I only have a few. As you can see, there's of this 50 years, there's only 3 up there, and then have a different white box. I don't think it's from this series, but there is a Purple Flock Scooby-Doo up there in a white box also, and the OG ones are in purple borders, as you can see, and a flocked Shaggy, Freddy Funko Shaggy. That purple Scoob up there means a lot to me. Not the most valuable pop in the world, but that means the world to me, because that was the last gift, last present, birthday present I think it was, that I got from my mum. Actually, it could have been Christmas, I can't remember, but that pop is, to me, my most valuable. That blue Scoob is very valuable. Downstairs I have a bloody Go-Go Yabari, and she is my most valuable money wise, but that Scooby-Doo, that tops that for personal reasons, you know. So never be going anywhere, but nor will any of my pops. My pops are for life. And there is my Witch Doctor, and he is sick. I remember the episode very well. Off the top of my head, I probably couldn't tell you what happens, but I remember Witch Doctor very well from childhood. I often used to watch Scooby-Doo late at night. I recall staying around my dad's house. My mum and dad lived separately, and I used to fall asleep watching Scooby-Doo late at night. My dad used to put a timer on the telly, and it would turn off when I was asleep, and I would fall asleep watching Scooby-Doo all the time. Absolutely love it. I love my cartoons, it's very nostalgic. These are incredible additions to my Funko Pop collection, as is little Odie. That means the world to me, bud. These are absolutely fantastic, as is the empty box. I wasn't expecting any of this other than the empty box. He said to me, would you like it? It's not going to be of any use. The pop that is supposed to be in it is intended as a gift. That's why I'm not revealing anything. So I was all for it. I was like, yeah, I'd absolutely love that if you don't mind, if it's just be tossed aside or put in the bin. And he sent that over, and extras. Can't thank you enough, Adam. Thank you so kindly. I really do appreciate it. Made my day. Thank you. Take care. Bye bye.